What is involved in onboarding an employee? Think onboarding is just paperwork and training? Not even close. There are 4 phases, and skipping even one will throw everything off. This is the real behind the scenes of onboarding that nobody talks about. By the end of this video, you will understand what true onboarding looks like, so you will never skip it again. Okay, here are the 4 phases of how to correctly onboard an employee. You have the pre-onboarding, the onboarding itself, or the general onboarding, role-specific training, and integration. So those are the 4 aspects of onboarding, and they should all be included in your onboarding program, on your onboarding checklist, communicated to the new hire before this or as they are starting. This is what we are doing. So they will know that there is a plan, and you know there is a plan, and you're going to follow the plan. Now, who is involved in the onboarding? The HR manager, the direct manager, and then if you have a trainer or a mentor, they should be involved as well. And of course, the new team member that just joined. Okay, so we have the pre-boarding phase. In the pre-boarding phase, you want to make sure that the applicants will complete all their paperwork, that you are going to send them any instructions, maybe a welcome present, anything that you can do before the first day to solidify and encourage and validate the decision that they just made to join your team. So it doesn't have to be lengthy, but it has to be thoughtful. So the new employee feels that you are as excited for them to join the group, and you are organized, and there are some things that can be done ahead of time, so they are totally ready for the first day. So that's the pre-onboarding. Then we have the onboarding phase, which you are bringing them on board. So they're coming into an organization that they don't know anything about. They don't know about your core values, about your mission and vision, about the people that work for you. They might know a little bit from the interviews, but think about it. During the interview, they were probably pretty nervous or wondering whether they should make the decision or not. So don't assume that they actually know. Blank slate. They're coming on board, and you are presenting them with your core values, your mission, your vision, your management style, who works in the organization, what is the org chart, what are the different departments that you have, what are you actually producing, examples of it, testimonials, whatever it is, they need to understand about you. They need to be part of the company, and that's where it starts. So you have the general onboarding. And of course, all the rest of the paperwork, getting them logged into all the tools that they will be using, getting to understand your internal communication system, who is their direct superior, who are they reporting to, what is the hierarchy, basically how things work in your company. And of course, you want to make them feel very welcome. So that's the orientation phase. The phase after that is the training phase, the training for this specific position. How important it is? It's vital. Because as you can imagine, if you are going to throw someone into doing things without training them, without telling them what the expectations are, how it's being done, without giving them the actual material that they need to learn, they're going to be pretty lost, and you're going to lose an employee as well. So yes, maybe that's the way you've been doing it, but obviously you're watching this video because you want to get better at it and you want to have a better experience. You can measure it by the new hire telling you, wow, that has been like the best onboarding experience that I ever had. You're so organized, you have it together. I see that you're invested in my success, and now they're going to be invested in your success. It's going to be a teamwork. Maybe they won't say it quite like that, but that's going to be their attitude. So those are the 3 phases. The next phase is the actual integration, implementation, shadowing, on-the-job training. So they actually understand what they need to do and how, and be successful at it. So they understand what they need to achieve in order to achieve success. So those are the main 4 components of your onboarding. It starts before they arrive, the general onboarding, the training, and then the integration and execution, the hands-on, the shadowing, the starting to produce. So now a key component of good onboarding is communication. There has to be open communication with whomever is training the new employee and the new employee. There has to be feedback, open feedback and communication, and also allow the new employee to report back what they're doing and ask questions. The communication should also be about meeting expectations. So the expectations have to be very clear between the new employee and whomever is supervising them and training them, and the new employee and the other team members that they are going to be working with. And should be a way of giving feedback constructively. So for instance, you might want to create a weekly check-in with a specific checklist that addresses key points to make sure that the new hire actually met those points. But also communicate about those points ahead of time so they know at the beginning of the week, oh, this is week 2, this is what is expected of me by the end of week 2. So I better follow this, or I need to do this, this, and that in order to meet or exceed expectations. So that way there is this transparency that also creates stability and creates a winning environment within the organization. So if you're asking yourself, how can I put it together? Then you should watch the next video where I'm going to be talking about how to create processes and procedures that are actually being followed. Because if you have that, then that's half the battle, because they will be able to train on specific things for their position. And then it's a matter of implementing it and putting it into use. So thanks for watching. My name is Adi, and I'm a process consultant.